Hello everyone, welcome to Clantus Podcast, my YouTube channel. So guys, one of you asked me a very interesting question in the comment section about the Vice President of the United States of America, J.D. Vance. Now that there are some kind of reports as well as revelations that the current President of the United States, Donald Trump, might be ill, and considering the fact that he is also now in his 80s, he does not have long to be here on earth. Well, I'm not God. I don't know how long a person is going to be here. For all I know, he could outlive all of us. So I've learned from a very young age, never underestimate Mother Nature. But speaking realistically at the same time, and those that are asking the question, of course, they are anticipating the end and they want to know about J.D. Vance. They want to know what is in his mind. They want to know his nature. They want to know his political stance as well as his economic stance regarding the United States, geopolitics, as well as global economy. Listen, I don't know this guy. I don't know who he is. I'm not going to even try to psychoanalyze him. However, I have been observant. I have seen some things, particularly the Oval Office meeting that he had with my president, where Donald Trump was being shown pictures that were doctored regarding the YT genocide in South Africa. And then I was observing J.D. Vance. And the reason why I was observing J.D. Vance, I wanted to capture from his expression if he believes all of this. And I can tell you one thing, that he was more like, this is nonsense. He looked like that. Does he put mascara on, by the way? I'm not sure. You could tell that, what type of situation. He also reminds me, if you've been to an all-boys school, he seems to me like, there's the boys' schools, they cliques for the wealthiest kids, cliques for the middle wealthy kids, and cliques for the kids that are just like rich, like your CEOs type of kids. Some of them, they want to be in the alpha clique, where the parents are the owners of businesses and conglomerates all over the world, and they want their chance to be in that clique. J.D. Vance reminds me of that boy in the bottom clique of the cliques in the school grounds, and he wants to be on top. Now, why am I saying that? To me, he sounds like somebody, or at least according to my observations, he seems to more leaned towards the billionaires. And I think the billionaires in America and probably elsewhere around the world thought that Donald Trump was the it because himself is a billionaire. They never thought that he would be a runaway train that is uncontrollable. Now the question is J.D. Vance controllable? I think one way or the other, since he wants to be in the lead clique of the school grounds, he may actually bend backwards for the billionaires. And whatever the billionaires like Peter Thiel, who is rewriting the meaning and definitions of democracy and free world, which is kind of scary if you ask me, and Project 2025 being in the midst of everything. And it looks like if J.D. Vance had to take over, should anything happen to the current president of the United States, Donald Trump, the Americans are going to see flames, maybe literal flames, coming from J.D. Vance and his billionaire friends. Of course, the billionaire friends, I don't think they care about him, but they see that the man is an opportunist, and as an opportunist who also wants to be part of the alpha clique, he will do anything that they want him to do. So probably that is why they are just sitting and waiting in the wings and observing what is happening in the West Wing of the White House. If Donald Trump actually is going to complete 2025, well, Again, I'm not God. I'm not Mother Nature. I don't know these things. But if you are putting your microscopic glass on and the way the brother is looking lately, you are like, it's looking rather bleak from where I am seated, especially a person who has seen elderly people phase out in the world, and subsequently we go and rest them at their resting place. So for me, JD Vance, I don't think he is dangerous. Or maybe he's playing the billionaires, because he does come across as an intelligent person to me. I mean, he's a Yale graduate. There's no way that as a Yale graduate, you are just going to, be played around like an American football. You will also see opportunities and desperation out of the billionaires, and you think, I'm going to pretend that I hear them and I'm on their side. Because to me, JD Vance is all American, according to the way, again, I am observing. He's all American. He's patriotic to the United States, and definitely patriotic to the American people. Now, is he in the correct establishment? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Is he a MAGA? I don't think he is a MAGA either. But definitely, he is an opportunist that sees opportunity from these billionaires, and probably he is going to create his own very own clique that are going to actually put the billionaires in their place, and then taking this entire oligarchy accusation and shelve it somewhere so that his clique is the one that rises above the Donald Trump administration, try and fix things one way or the other, especially on geopolitics, because a lot of damage, let's be honest, that has been created and caused by the Trump administration, burning bridges with allies and upsetting the allies, and also going and starting new tariff wars with the likes of China and India currently. And right now, as we speak, China, India, I believe Japan and Russia are seated in a round table, and they are ganging up against the Trump administration. Goodness knows what's going to come out of those meetings. And I'm sure that JD Vance, he is definitely keeping his eyes and ears on the ground so that he would know what to do and how to salvage the situation should the president, departs. Again, I'm not God. I don't know if he ever will. For all we know, he could outlive all of us. So, but let's continue with my observations of JD Vance. So I think he's going to try and do a lot of damage control and try to rebuild, especially the bridges that were burnt between the United States and the allies, starting with Canada, and then, of course, crossing the pond across the European borders, all the way probably even South Africa, because at the end of the day, South Africa plays a pivotal role when it comes to geopolitics. And that is why I feel like in that meeting between Donald Trump and my president, Cyril Ramaphosa, he just had his arms folded and he was like, this is cringe coming from the man that I am deputy to type of situation. I don't think he liked that. I don't think he appreciated that. I mean, he didn't ask a question like how he did with Zelensky, where he was a little bit pompous and out there. But with something as serious as a YT side, he was quiet. And you have to wonder why. And in my opinion, he doesn't believe all of this. And I think South Africa is going to be one of the countries that he is going to try and rebuild the bridges. Yes, South Africa is part of the BRICS. And of course, the United States, it doesn't like that. I mean, it doesn't like that because BRICS, of course, as you know, is threatening the dollar. And historically, the dollar does not like those type of behavior. I mean, recently I heard that the Trump administration is going to slap South Africa with sanctions. I'm not quite sure what for, but again, I'm thinking because we may be considered by the administration of Trump as the weakest link amongst the 5 founders of BRICS nations. So I don't know. For me, that is what I'm observing about JD Vance. Is he evil? I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he's got it in him, even though, again, guys, does he wear mascara? What's going on around his eye, whatever you call them, waterline and stuff like that? I always ask myself that question. Anyways, I don't think he is that type. I think he is very, very much economically astute. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like he's got it good, especially in the interest of the United States. I think he will get rid of the tariffs. If he ever going to impose any, they are going to be negotiated between the United States and other states around the world, not the way it's being done by the Trump administration. Guys, these are my opinions. And you can go down in my comment section and do your research. It's my opinions. You can actually voice your own opinions in the comment section. I don't mind, but it's an opinion. I don't know if you understand what that is. Some of y'all who are Nazga Kulu. So please, thank you so much for listening to my thoughts regarding JD Vance. I could be wrong, but my observations, and in most cases when I observe something, I'm usually accurate. It would be the first time that I would be wrong about JD Vance. I don't know. But right now, I just think that he's playing into the arena because he doesn't want to lose the position as the vice president of the United States, because I think Donald Trump might be side-eyeing him as well. Like, whose side are you on? But he doesn't have enough evidence. But I think the billionaires, they kind of have him in the background. And he's like, cool, I got your backs. But I think he also sees an opportunity and their desperation and weaknesses that he's going to use against them. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to show your Yale graduate tactics as well as intelligence, I suppose. Yeah, I will leave it right here. Please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Again, these are my opinions. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.